you have the time and the inclination at the end when we come into Shavasana, if you want to stay for an extra long Shavasana, and this goes for any class, but I just want to make sure that I say that now. If you ever want to take a really extra long Shavasana, longer than we will probably take on screen, just shut your video off when we get to Shavasana, and then you can stay for as long as you like. If you like anything for Shavasana, pillows or blankets or I don't know what else you would do, anything else. You can have that nearby so you don't have to faff around too much. We are going to start this morning lying down, so come onto your back. And let's begin with the arms overhead, if that's comfortable. Arms overhead with the elbows soft. So don't straighten the arms out. We want the arms nice and relaxed. And if you need to widen your elbows there to get a little bit more comfortable, then just keep widening your elbows until your shoulders feel relaxed. And if the arms overhead just doesn't work, then take your arms down by your sides, or you can take them into a T shape. And then walk your feet as wide as your mat, and then let your knees knock in towards each other. Close your eyes. And then let's take a few moments here to just take in everything that's happening around us right now. Whatever noises you hear, whatever feelings you're feeling in your physical body, in your emotional being, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're sensing, just notice it for the moment. Maybe you're feeling some niggles in the body this morning. Notice them. Relax the face. Now begin to listen to your breath. Maybe the breath gets a little bit deeper as you start to bring some consciousness into the breath. But listen to your breath as if it's the loudest sound in your space right now. And as you move through this practice today, through this physical practice, observe your distractions. What distracts you? What takes you away from listening to the sound of your breath? And every opportunity that you have, listen to your breath again. Bring your awareness back into your breath. Every distraction is a reminder to come back to the breath. Now separate your knees. Your feet are as wide as your mat still. Now separate your knees so that they're as wide as your feet. And then let your knees drop over to the right. And as your knees drop to the right, turn your head to the left if that feels okay for the neck. So your feet have stayed as wide as your mat as your knees drop to the right. So the legs haven't come together there. If you wanted to take your right ankle onto your left thigh to go a little bit deeper there, you can. But it's early, so if you want to stay where you are with your feet on your mat, that's great too. And then bring your knees back to center, feet still wide. Let your knees drop over to the left as you turn your head to the right. And again, if you wanted to take the left ankle onto the right thigh, you can do that. And then come back to center. Let's extend the legs out long. Take the arms up overhead. This time, you're going to find some activity in your shoulders and your arms there as you really reach all the way through your fingertips, arms nice and straight, and then point your toes, creating a lot of length through the body. And then as you're reaching and reaching and reaching, press your middle back down into the mat so you feel your navel drop back down towards your spine and you feel some core engagement there. Keep reaching with the fingertips. Take a deep breath in. Keep the connection of your middle back to the mat, and then bring your right knee up into your chest and bring your hands around your right shin and give that right knee a gentle hug in towards the body. And then we'll take a twist, taking the right knee, using your left hand all the way over to the left side of your body. Take your right arm and reach it back to the right. You want to take the back of the right shoulder and roll it back into the mat. Try to touch the back of the right shoulder to the mat. And again, if you want to turn your head over the right shoulder, you can. Otherwise, just keeping the back of the head on the mat. Neck should be nice and comfortable here. We're not trying to strain the neck at all. And then come on back up to center, bringing that right knee back into the chest. We're going to take a half happy baby there. So that right knee is going to come down along the right side of the body, and you can hold on to the outer edge of the right ankle. You can keep your right hand behind your thigh, or you can reach up and grab for the pinky edge of the right foot. We're going to take the left hand and place it on top of the left hip. And just as a reminder to keep that left bum cheek rooted down so we don't take our weight to the right so that the left bum cheek lifts. We want to keep that left bum cheek down. Keep the head relaxed. Try to bring the back of the right shoulder back towards the mat. And then release that right leg all the way down to the mat, arms overhead, big long stretch, pointing through the toes, reaching with the fingertips and sending the middle back down into the mat so you can start to fire up the core a little bit there. Then keep that connection with the back to the mat and bring your left knee into your chest, and then take your left knee over to the right to twist. Take your left arm out to the left and take the back of your left shoulder down to the mat. And again, you can turn the head to the left or you can look straight up. And then come back to center and we'll come into that half happy baby. So left knee comes down along the left side of the torso. Left arm can reach up and grab for the outer ankle, behind the thigh, or pinky edge of the left foot. Right hand comes onto the top of the right hip. As that gentle reminder that we want to keep the right bum cheek planted down. Okay, and then one more time, let's extend that left leg out long. Let's take the arms up overhead. Take a big long stretch, and as much as you're reaching, you're taking your back body into the mat. Press back, take a deep breath. And then as you exhale, bend your knees, relax your arms. Let's bring the arms around the legs, and let's roll up. We're gonna come all the way up, swing the legs around back behind you to come into a tabletop. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Let's tuck the toes under here. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Press down into the pads of the fingers. Take an inhale, dip the belly down. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest and lift the bum. And then as you exhale, round. Push down through the hands. Hug up through the navel, draw the chin into the chest. And then again, inhale, dip the belly down, lift the bum, lift the chest. And then exhale, round. And one more time, dip the belly down for cow. And exhale to cat. Come back into a neutral spine. Walk your hands forward about a hand length and a half. Spread the fingers wide. So right now your hands are in front of your shoulders. Your shoulders are a little bit behind your hands. Keeping the toes tucked under, we're going to keep the back body nice and long as we shift the weight forward, bringing the shoulders over the wrists. Now as you come forward, make sure you're not dipping down in the hips at all here. You're still really strong and straight through the back body, navel hugging up into the body. Toes still tucked under because we're going to take it back, bringing the bum all the way back to the heels. Keep the toes tucked and sit back. You get a little toe stretch there. Arms stay outstretched. Keep spreading through the fingers. And then again, inhale, come forward. So shoulders come forward over the wrists, navel drawing up into the body. This is our modified plank. Turn your inner elbow creases forward, plug the shoulders back, keep the belly strong. And then again, sit the bum all the way back towards the heels. And then one last time, let's come forward. Shoulders come forward, inner elbow creases turn forward, chest pulls forward, belly strong. And then sit the bum all the way back towards the heels. Press into the hands. Rest the forehead down if it'll touch down. And then let's come forward. Bring your forearms down to the mat. Bring your shoulders forward and then walk your knees back so you come into Sphinx pose. Elbows under the shoulders, forearms nice and parallel. Press down into the tops of the feet. Roll the shoulders back, pull the chest forward. Breathe here, back of the neck nice and long. So rather than looking up, just look straight out and maybe even glancing down there, keeping the back of the neck nice and long. Breathe here, press down through the hip points. We don't want any compression in the low back here. So we can combat that by really pressing down through the hip points to create some length along the low back. Take another breath. And then exhale, lower yourself all the way down. Slide your hands back now so that they're under your elbows and tuck your toes under. Now we're gonna lift back up, bringing the hips back to the bum, but this time let's lift to the knees and come into our first downward facing dog. So maybe you bring your feet a little bit wider than they normally would be so that you can ease into this downward facing dog. Depends how you feel this morning. Spreading the fingers wide, really pushing the front of the mat forward as if you're pushing it away from you, and send the backs of the thighs back. Maybe taking a little pedal through the legs there. Keep the ears in line with the upper arms so the back of the neck stays nice and long. And then come to center, maybe a little softness in the knees there, and then look forward and walk forward, feet coming forward to the hands. So coming all the way up to the front of the mat, feet hips distance or maybe a little bit wider. Soften your knees and relax the crown of the head down towards the mat. Shift the weight forward into the front of your feet. Inhale. Rise up halfway, lengthening into a flat back. So shoulders back, chest forward, belly strong. Exhale, fold again, maybe a little softness in the knees as you drop back down. And do that again. Inhale, rise up halfway, so straighten the legs. Maybe slide the hands up or come to the fingertips, roll the shoulders back. Then exhale, fold again. And let's do that one more time. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. And then exhale, fold. And drop down. Maybe softness in the knees, maybe the legs are a little bit straighter now. Let's roll up. Inhale. Bring yourself all the way up to stand. Take your arms all the way up to the sky. Urdhva Hastasana. Bring your hands behind your head. Interlace your hands. Elbows out wide. Rest your head back into your hands. Lift your chest, but keep your belly really strong. So if you imagine here that you're lying on your back and you're pressing your middle back into the mat. So we're creating length rather than compressing. But then rest the head back. Take the shoulders back. Lift the chest. Another breath in. And then as you exhale, release your arms down by your sides. Tadasana. Roll your shoulders back in space, standing tall, standing proud. Space across the front of your chest. Palms facing forward, rooting through the legs. Take an inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. And as you exhale, fold forward. Come all the way down, Uttanasana. As you inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen into a flat back. And then as you exhale, soften your knees, bring your hands down, step your right foot to the back of the mat. We're gonna take that right knee down, drop the hips forward a little bit here, and then press down through the feet and inhale, reach your arms up to the sky for Anjaneyasana. So as much as you're letting the hips drop forward, you're pushing down into that left foot as if you're pushing the front of the mat forward. Maybe a little lift of the chest here, but again, we're gonna keep the low back nice and long, belly drawing back in. Shoulders down and back, chest up. Take another breath. And then as you exhale, bring your hands all the way back down to the mat. Lift the back knee up. So now we're coming up into a high lunge. Press down through your feet and come up into your crescent lunge. So arms up high, nice deep bend in the left knee. Nice and strong through the belly. Again, nice and long through the back body, but a lift in the chest. Shoulders back. Take another breath. Then take your right heel down to the mat and open up for your warrior two. Nice deep bend in the left knee tracking over the left toes. Arms reach out nice and wide. Back leg nice and straight and strong. Take another breath in. And then bring your hands all the way down to the mat. Pivot to the ball of the back foot and step back into downward facing dog. And when you come back into your down dog, just feel it out. We'll spend a moment or two here so you have the opportunity to listen to the sound of your breath here. Check in with how you're feeling. Another breath. Okay, now we're going to bring the right foot forward between the hands. You can get that there however you want to get that there. You can step it forward, you can help it forward with your right hand, you can come through a tabletop. However you want to get the right foot forward, we're going to bring the right foot forward, and then we're going to take the left foot forward, so we're in a forward fold. Drop the crown of the head down, and then inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, take your arms up to the sky, little lift of the chest, strong through the belly. And exhale, go all the way back down, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen, shoulders back. And as you exhale, bring your hands down, step your left foot to the back of the mat, put the left knee down. So again, as the hips drop forward, we push down through the right foot and reach the arms to the sky for your Anjaneyasana. Nice and strong through the belly, long through the low back, lift the chest. Push down through the right foot. Engage the left thigh a lot. Another breath in. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down, lift that back knee up, press down through the feet and rise up into your crescent lunge or high lunge. Come all the way up, strengthen into the belly, take the shoulders back and down, lift the chest. And then open up into your warrior two, back heel goes down, arms reach out wide, deep bend in the right knee. Another breath in. And then bring your hands all the way down, pivot to the ball of the back foot and step back into downward facing dog. Press forward with the hands and take the bum back. Ears in line with the upper arms. Send the backs of the thighs back, sink the heels. Feel free to still be pedaling. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, the left foot will come forward between the hands. So however you get that there, we bring the left foot forward, then the right, and we're in our forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, take your arms to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana, lift the chest. And exhale, arms by your sides, Tadasana. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, hands down, right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, lift up. Sink forward as you push down, strong through the belly. And then exhale, bring your hands down, tuck your back toes under, lift the back knee. Inhale, rise up into your high lunge. Exhale, take the back heel down, open out, warrior two. Nice deep bend in that left knee, straight and strong through the right leg. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Take the right hand down the back of the right leg, reach the left arm up and over, sink into the left knee. And then as you exhale, hands come down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale here, come forward into plank. Bring your shoulders forward over your wrists. Now you can modify this plank as we did before by bringing your knees down, or you can keep your knees up. We're gonna lower down through chaturanga, so that means we're coming down in a straight line all the way to the belly. Point the toes, keep the hands where they are, roll the shoulders back, inhale, cobra. Now you can stay really low in your cobra and take a baby cobra for these first few rounds, or you can come up a little bit higher. Keep the elbows hugging in, belly strong, press the hip points down. And then lower yourself all the way down, tuck your toes under, and take yourself all the way back into your downward facing dog. And deep breaths. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to step the right foot forward between the hands, helping it up as you need to. Bend nice and deep into the right knee here, and then inhale, rise up into your crescent lunge. Stay here, exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that right knee. Inhale. And then as you exhale, step forward, shift the weight into your right foot, step the left foot forward, lift the chest, Urdhva Hastasana, inhale. And exhale, fold all the way back down. Inhale. Rise halfway, lengthen. As you exhale, hands down, left foot goes back, left knee down. Inhale, rise up, Anjaneyasana. As much as you're sinking, you're pushing. Exhale. Inhale again. And as you exhale, hands down, tuck the back toes if they aren't already, lift the back knee. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Open up, bend the right knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach it all the way up and back. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Take every opportunity to listen to the breath. Inhale, come forward to plank. Modifying if you choose. Exhale, lowering to the belly in that straight line down. Point the toes. Inhale your cobra variation, so stay low or maybe a little higher. Exhale, tuck the toes and pull it all the way back into downward facing dog. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, left foot steps forward between the hands. Inhale, rise up into your crescent lunge. Stay here, sink into the left knee. Take another breath. And as you exhale, step forward. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, lift the chest. And exhale, arms by your sides, Tadasana. Take an inhale, reach your arms to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise halfway, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands down, lift the back knee. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. So your variation of choice here, whether that's left elbow to the left thigh or the left hand down inside of the left foot, right arm, reach it to the sky, turn the chest up towards the right hand. Hold here, take the right shoulder back in space. And then inhale, come back into your warrior two. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come to your plank. Now, if you're bringing your knees down, you're going as how you were before. If you're keeping your knees up and you want to come for an up dog now, you can come for an up dog, lowering down to chaturanga, flipping the toes, and then pushing through the hands and the feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, right foot steps forward between the hands. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Now this time as you exhale, we're going to take the weight forward into the right foot, shift the weight into the right foot, and then come into your Dedasana, your balance. So your left leg lifts, left toes are facing down, arms are reaching back. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, stand at the front of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise halfway. And exhale, hands down, left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, hands down, lift the back knee. Inhale, rise up, high lunge, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Open it up. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach it all the way up and back. Exhale, side angle, your variation of choice. Left arm to the sky, chest turns up towards the left hand. If you've got your hand down on the inside of the foot, really engage, press the knee into the arm and the arm into the knee. Then inhale, come back into your warrior two. Keep the legs nice and strong. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come to plank, your variation. Exhale through your chaturanga variation. Inhale, back bend variation. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. And as you exhale, left foot steps forward. Inhale, rise into your high lunge. And then as you exhale, we're going to come forward into the left foot. Right leg extends back, right toes face down, flex the right foot, arms reach back. And then come to stand. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. And exhale, fold forward all the way down. Inhale, rise halfway, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands down, back knee up. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle, your variation of choice. Now let's take that right arm, reach it up to the sky, turn the palm to face around back behind you, and then wrap that right arm around back behind you. And you can rest it on the bum, or maybe you grab for the left thigh for a half bind. Roll the right shoulder back, turn the chest up. Hug that left knee and that left arm together if your hand is down. If your elbow is on your thigh, just rest it gently. Don't dump your weight there. Press down through your feet. And then release the bind. Inhale, come back into your warrior two. And as you exhale, bring your hands down, pivot to the ball of the back foot, and twist left arm to the sky. Turn your chest up towards the left hand, and hug that left hip in towards the body. Big breath in. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Take a breath. And then inhale, come forward. Your plank variation. Chaturanga. Back bend variation. downward facing dog. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. Inhale, rise up into your high lunge. Exhale, Degasana, weight comes forward into the right foot, arms reach back, left leg straight back, toes face down. And then inhale, left foot down, arms reach to the sky. And exhale, swan dive. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, hands down, left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, rise up, Anjane. Exhale, hands down, back knee up. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle variation. Elbow to the thigh or the hand can come all the way down. And then we'll go for that half bind. So turn your left palm around back behind you and wrap that arm back behind you, turning your chest to the sky. And the hand can rest on the bum or you can grab the right thigh. And then inhale, come back into your warrior two. And as you exhale, bring your hands down, pivot to the ball of the back foot, twist right arm to the sky. Turn your chest up towards the right hand, hug the right hip into the body. Inhale. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. And as you exhale, left foot comes forward. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, Degasana. Right leg extends back, right toes face down, reach with the fingers. And then inhale, take your arms to the sky, put the right foot down. And exhale, arms down by your sides, Tadasana. Roll your shoulders down away from your ears. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And sigh it out. Steady your breath. Slow everything down. Listen to your breath. And open your eyes. Inhale, arms to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise, halfway lengthen. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down, step your right foot to the back of the mat. We're going to come back into our low lunge, drop the hips forward. So let's drop the hips even more now. We're going to keep our hands down, and we're going to take the tailbone forward towards that left heel. Think about the right thigh, the front of the right thigh, dropping down in the direction of your mat. Keep pressing down through that left foot though, so it's not just a loosey-goosey stretch, you're still quite active. And then start to pull your hips back. Your left leg is going to extend. Turn your left toes up. And your left leg doesn't have to go all the way straight, it can be a little bit soft here. But keep your hands forward and keep the chest forward. Rather than rounding here towards the leg, we're going to keep the chest moving forward past the left toes. Send the bum back towards the back of the mat. And then let's come back forward, bending into that left knee, dropping the hips forward. Taking the front of the right thigh down towards the mat, pressing down through the left foot. And then pull back, hips pull back, left leg straightens, left toes turn up, chest still moving forward, back body nice and long. And then one more time, bend into the left knee, take the hips forward, drop down, and then pull back. Back body nice and long, one more breath. Now come forward again, plant the left foot, bend into the left knee, lift the right knee up, and then inhale, rise up into your high lunge. And then exhale, warrior two. And then inhale, straighten your left leg, reach your left fingertips past your left toes, Trikonasana. So left hand comes down to the left leg or the left foot, right arm up to the sky. Turn your chest up towards the right hand. And if you want to take a half bind here in your triangle, you can, turning your right palm around back behind you and wrapping that right arm around, maybe grabbing the thigh or resting the hand on the back body. Legs nice and straight, press down through the feet. And then release, bend into the left knee, come back into your warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach it all the way up and back. Nice big long lengthening along the left side of the body. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down, right hand stays planted, pivot to the ball of the back foot and twist, left arm up to the sky. Big breath in. And then left hand down, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale there. As you exhale, step your right foot forward to the front of your mat. Now we're going to take the hands forward of the right foot here. You're going to come onto the fingertips if you need to. You can keep your right knee bent. We're going to shift the weight into the right leg and extend the left leg straight back behind you. If you can straighten your right leg, go for it. But if you can't, doing this bent knee is fine. Extend your left leg straight back, the left toes turn down. And see if you can lift your chest here a little bit. Strong through the legs. Root down through both feet. So out through the left foot, down to the right foot. Take another breath. And then as you exhale, left foot comes down and fold. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, take your arms to the sky, lift your chest. And exhale, go all the way back down, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise halfway, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, left foot goes back, left knee down. So we drop the hips forward here. Tailbone coming towards the right heel. Still pressing through the right foot, but taking the front of the left thigh down towards the mat. And then pull the hips back. Turn the right toes up. Keep your hands forward, keep your chest lengthening. Then bend back into that right knee, drop the hips forward and down. Push through the right foot. And then pull the hips back. Turn the right toes up. forward, drop the hips. And then pull all the way back. Come forward, bringing the right foot down, lift the back knee up. Inhale, rise up into your high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your right leg, reach your right fingertips forward. Exhale, Trikonasana. Left arm to the sky, or if you want to go for that half bind, turn the palm around back behind you and wrap it back. And then bend back into the right knee, come back into your warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands down, twist. So pivot to the ball of the back foot, left hand down, right arm to the sky. Inhale. And as you exhale, right hand down, downward facing dog. Inhale, come to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. And as you exhale, step your left foot forward between the hands. Bring your hands forward of your left foot. Remember, left knee can stay bent. Shift the weight into the left foot. Extend the right leg straight back. Right toes facing down. Lift the chest. And then put the right foot down next to the left and fold. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Now bring your feet as wide as your hips and maybe go even a little bit wider than your hips there. Bend your knees so that you can grab a hold of your big toes with your first two fingers and your thumb wrapping around your big toes. And then press your toes down into your fingers and pull up on your fingers so there's a lot of resistance there. Now bend your knees quite a bit like you were going to sit into a stool that was about the height of your knees. And then lift your chest and pull up on your toes as you press down. Now keep that resistance, that pushing and pulling action, and then start to extend your legs. Keep your chest lifting, and then bend your knees again. Inhale, and then exhale. Extend the legs. And then inhale, bend. And exhale, extend the legs, drop the crown of the head down. Elbows out wide, pull up on the toes. If your knees are a little bit bent, that's fine, or a lot bent, that's fine. Crown of the head draws down, elbows out wide. And then relax your hands. Turn your toes out, sit your bum down for Malasana. Try to keep your chest lifting. It's okay if the heels don't come all the way down there, but if they will, put them down. Bring your hands to your heart, lift your chest. And then from here, we're going to sit down. So you can use your hands back behind you, or you can sit down with no hands. And we're going to come to Baddha Konasana. So bringing the soles of the feet together here. Bring the heels in nice and close to the groin. Bring your hands and interlace them around your feet. And sit up nice and tall here. Try to rock to your sitting bones so you're not sitting on your very low back or the the sacrum. So you want to be on your sitting bones rather than rolling back in the pelvis. Sitting up nice and tall, knees out wide. If you wanted to come forward a little bit here, you can. See if you can bring your elbows forward in front of your shins to keep the chest moving forward rather than rounding down through the feet. And then once again, we're going to grab a hold of the big toes with the first two fingers and the thumb. We're going to sit up nice and tall and then lean back and release your legs so that you find a balance, so your heels are up. Now, you can stay right here. If you find this balance tricky, then work on the balance, just hang in the balance. If you want to lift your feet into kind of like a happy baby shape so that your lower legs are parallel to your mat and you're pulling your knees back along your sides, you can do that. If you want to extend your legs up towards the sky, you can do that as well. Wherever you are, keep your back body nice and long rather than rounding. A few more breaths. Last one. And then bring your feet back together. Extend your legs out in front of you. So let's pull the flesh away from the sitting bones here so you can feel your sitting bones root down on your mat. Take an inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, getting nice and long through your upper body. Press down through the backs of your legs, and as you exhale, we're going to reach forward to fold. Now, I want you to keep your back body as long as possible here. So if you're not reaching towards your feet, that's fine. Maybe your hands are on your legs and you're gently drawing your chest forward to keep the chest lifting. Otherwise, you might come a little bit further forward, but the chest is going to be moving forward the whole time rather than rounding down towards the legs. We're going to keep length along the back body. Another breath. And then release. Let's come onto the back. Bend your knees, come all the way down. Bring your knees into your chest. And we're going to come into either a happy baby, full happy baby here, reaching up and grabbing a hold of the outer edges of the feet, knees coming down by your sides, or if you want to take a balancing bear, you can grab those big toes again with your first two fingers and your thumb and extend the legs out into a straddle. Try to keep your low back on the mat rather than hovering up in the air. And then bring your knees back to center. Take your arms out wide, or you can take the arms overhead with a soft bend in the elbows and let your knees drop over to the right to twist. Keep the back of your left shoulder on the mat. And if you want to turn your head to the left, you can. And then bring your knees back to center and over to the left. Back of the right shoulder down. Maybe the head turns to the right. And then come back to center. And you can come to Supta Baddha Konasana if you like, bringing the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. If you'd rather just extend your legs straight out for Shavasana, you're welcome to do that as well. Otherwise, we could spend a few moments in Supta Baddha Konasana, seeing how that feels before moving into Shavasana and extending the legs. Now allow your body to get comfortable, to settle. Allow your eyes to close if they aren't already. Relax your face. Relax your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, your hands, your arms. If your body feels tired, then let it settle, let it be, let it rest. If your body feels energized, give it the rest it deserves. If at any point you would feel more comfortable by extending your legs or changing your position, please do that so that you can settle into stillness. begin to deepen now. And find your way back. Taking a big stretch when you're ready. And then bending your knees. Rolling to your side and finding your way back to your seat. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.